Hey, it's Iwa of Nom Life. Today we're making one of our favorite Chinese banquet dishes, honey walnut shrimp. So this is a dish that's typically eaten in celebration, usually with your family. This is something that we always eat with Jeremy's family when we go back to visit for the holidays or even just visiting to see them, because it is something that's best shared together. This dish is really, really delicious. It's basically just fried crispy shrimp covered in a sweet sticky sauce, complemented by some candied walnuts. So let's get started. So for this dish, we're gonna get the walnuts ready first. A lot of people don't love walnuts, but I promise in this dish, they're really delicious. They're sweet, sticky, addictive, just because they're candied in honey and sugar. So first we're gonna get the water boiling, and once it starts boiling, we're gonna add in our walnuts, cook them for about a minute in the water just to get the bitterness out. As an added bonus, once you have drained your walnuts and then you have the steam coming up, you can use it as a walnut facial. First, we're gonna candy the walnuts. You're gonna put a pan on medium-low heat and add 2 tablespoons of water and 2 tablespoons of sugar. Continue to stir until you have a thicker consistency and it starts to brown in color. Then add in your walnuts and about 2 teaspoons of honey. Continue to stir until your walnuts are evenly coated in that sticky mixture. So you can see that the walnuts are ready once you start to see that some of the sides are getting like brown scorch marks. So you're gonna remove them from the pan and put them on the baking sheet. And you can see that they're nice and sticky, a very nice glaze all over them. And let those sit for a little bit while we get the shrimp ready. It's hard not to eat the walnuts, the candied walnuts, once they're out there. Now that we have the walnuts finished, we're gonna get the shrimp ready. So once you have your shrimp deshelled, deveined, and tails removed, you can get your tempura batter flour out and add about 2 tablespoons of cornstarch in and 2 dashes of white pepper just to give it some extra flavor. And then take 1 egg, break it until it's nice and whisked. And we're gonna take each shrimp, dip it in the egg yolk first, and then the batter. So depending on the size of the pan you're using, you're gonna wanna add enough oil that you can lightly fry your shrimp in. Once your oil is hot, you're gonna wanna dip your shrimp in, and to give it that extra crispy coating, you can dip it in the flour batter 1 more time before adding in to the oil. Depending on how big your pan is, you also wanna cook these in batches just because you don't wanna overcrowd the shrimp all in one go. Once you start to see that it's becoming crispy on the bottom, you're gonna wanna flip them over so you can get a nice even golden crisp on both sides. Oh, it smells so good. I cannot wait to eat these. So this dish is traditionally served on a bed of broccoli because nothing balances out crispy, crunchy fried shrimp with sweet sticky sauce like some healthy veggies. You're gonna wanna quickly blanch the broccoli. You want it to still be nice and light, but still have a good crunch to go along with the shrimp. And it should be bright green in color. So you're gonna wanna break the broccoli off into large chunks. You don't want it to be too small, just so the shrimp can lay nicely across it. And the finishing touch is the sauce. So this sauce is sweet, sticky, and so addictive. It packs so much flavor in every crack and crevice of the shrimp with the uneven fried batter. So we always roll with Kewpie Japanese mayo for any of our dishes or recipes that require mayonnaise. It's a little bit more sweet and light than American mayonnaise, and it tastes less salty. And Kewpie is what our grandma cooks with, so if grandma's still cooking with it, we're gonna cook with it. And we add a little bit of mirin to the sauce. It just breaks up a lot of the sweetness in the sauce, so it's not overpowering, because you have the honey, the condensed milk, and also the Kewpie Japanese mayonnaise. So the mirin really helps break through it and give it a nice even flavor. The mirin really makes a difference. If you don't use it, it's gonna be a very overly powering sweet sauce, but with it, even just a little bit, it really helps to break it up so it's not as overpowering. If it is too sweet, you can add like a pinch of salt as well. So now that our shrimp have been chilling, they're cool enough to actually touch, we can pop them all in a bowl and add the sauce into it and just mix them until it's even. You really want to get every crack and crevice of the shrimp so you can have that sauce everywhere. So first we're gonna make a bed of broccoli. This is how it's traditionally served Chinese banquet style. Once you have your bed of broccoli, you're gonna add your shrimp on top and then your walnuts. And then you can add some chopped scallions if you want, it's up to you. And boom, it's ready to serve. Wow, that's really good.
It's so good.
Shit, no! I love this dish without the tails on because it's so easy just to pop them in your mouth. You don't have to worry about it. Wow, that's so good. The shrimp is still really juicy inside, but the outside layer is just like lightly crispy. It's not super deep fried. And then the sauce is sweet, but with the shrimp, it's not overpowering. This dish is just super well balanced overall. You have the nice light crisp and crunch from the broccoli, but the shrimp has so much flavor. So if you found this recipe helpful, throw a like, follow, subscribe. It goes a long way and it means a lot to us. If there's any Asian dishes that you're really looking for, let us know in the comments. We will hit the fam up if we don't know how to make them because they have a treasury trove of recipes. So thanks for watching. See you next time.